Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Today I want to talk to you about something that defines the journey of every great achiever, every hero, every pioneer in history, the power of struggle and personal growth. Struggle, though often feared, is the crucible in which greatness is forged. It is the fire that tempers the steel of your character, the soil from which the seeds of success sprout. Struggle, my friends, is not the enemy, it is the catalyst for transformation. Think of the butterfly struggling to break free from its cocoon. We see that struggle is a painful process, but it is exactly that struggle that builds the strength needed for its flight. The harder the effort, the stronger the wings become. Without the resistance of the cocoon, the butterfly would not be able to fly. In much the same way, our struggles in life are the very things that shape and fortify us. When we face challenges, we often want to shy away from the discomfort, the difficulty, the pain. It's only natural. But the truth is that growth only happens when we push ourselves beyond what's comfortable, beyond what's familiar. Each obstacle, each challenge is like a weight we must lift in the gym of life. And just like lifting weights strengthens our muscles, facing and overcoming difficulty strengthens our mind, our emotions, and our spirit. It's in these moments of struggle that we are tested, and through these tests we are forged into something greater than we were before. When you face a setback, when you feel that the world is pushing against you, remember this resistance is not a sign of defeat. It's a sign of opportunity. It is through resistance that we find our true strength. Just like the muscles that grow when we lift heavy weights, our character grows when we face adversity. The struggles you endure today are shaping the person you will become tomorrow. Without resistance, there would be no progress. Without hardship, there would be no growth. Think about the times in your life when you felt you couldn't go on, when you faced an obstacle so big it seemed insurmountable. You probably didn't realize it at the time, but you were in the process of becoming stronger. You were in the gym lifting the weights of life. And each challenge was giving you the endurance you need to tackle even bigger challenges ahead. Every hardship is an opportunity to build resilience, to build character, to build strength. So the next time you face a challenge, don't run from it. Don't look for the easy way out. Embrace the struggle. Lean into it. It's the best thing that can happen to you. It's the very thing that will prepare you for the next chapter in your journey. The strength you need is not found in ease and comfort, it is found in the fire of adversity. The more you endure, the more you grow. And as you grow, you realize that the struggles you once feared were the very things that made you powerful. In the end, strength is not measured by how much we avoid struggle, but by how we rise above it. Struggle is not your enemy, it is your ally, your trainer, your teacher. And it's making you stronger than you ever imagined. There's something about struggle that has the power to cut through the clutter of life. When everything is calm and easy, we can get lost in the noise, the endless distractions, the unnecessary pursuits, the things that don't truly matter. But when adversity comes knocking, it's like a fog lifting, revealing what was hidden all along. Suddenly, everything that seemed important fades away, and what truly matters becomes crystal clear. It's in the hardest moments of our lives that we gain the most clarity. In those moments, we're forced to stop and reevaluate. What are we really after? What are we willing to fight for? What will keep us going when the world is against us? And it's in the face of adversity, when we have no choice but to dig deep, that we find out what anchors us. The noise falls silent, and we discover the things that truly hold us steady, our values, our purpose, the unshakable truths that define who we are. Those truths don't come easily, they are forged in the fire of struggle. Without adversity, we might continue to wander through life, distracted by shallow desires, chasing after things that we think will bring us fulfillment, only to realize that they don't. But when life challenges us, we are forced to confront ourselves, and in that confrontation we find clarity. What once seemed important falls away, and we are left with the simple truths that define our journey. We discover our strength, our resilience, our integrity. We realize what we truly want and need, and we begin to understand the path we're meant to walk. The gift of clarity through adversity is priceless. It's in the storm that we discover who we are and what we're made of. It's when everything around us is uncertain that we find the truths that ground us. We don't get that kind of insight from living a life of ease. We get it when we face the challenges, when we dig deep and push through the hard times. Without struggle, we might spend years chasing the wrong things, believing that external success or superficial achievements will bring us happiness. But struggle forces us to see beyond the surface. It reveals the deeper truths that truly matter. Think about the tough times in your life, the moments when you didn't know how you were going to make it through. In those times, didn't you discover something about yourself that you never knew before? Didn't you find out what really mattered? That's the power of adversity. It strips away the distractions and reveals what is most important. It helps us refocus on our true purpose and shows us where we need to go. So when you face challenges, don't resent them. Don't fight against them. Instead, see them as opportunities to discover who you really are and what you truly value. Embrace the clarity that struggle offers. It will guide you, strengthen you, and show you the way forward. The storm may be fierce, but on the other side of it is a clearer, more focused you, ready to live with purpose and direction. Who are you truly? When you strip away the titles, the roles, and the labels that the world assigns to you, what remains? Too often we define ourselves by external factors, our job, our possessions, or the way others perceive us. But the reality is, who we are at our core, at our very essence, is not shaped by those things. It is shaped by the experiences that challenge us, by the struggles that push us to our limits. The true test of who you are comes when life isn't easy. Struggle is what reveals your character, your true self. And let me tell you, struggle is your greatest opportunity for growth. When life is comfortable, it's easy to feel good about yourself. You can move through the motions, coasting along without much thought. But when the storm hits, when things don't go as planned, that's when the real you is revealed. It's in those moments of adversity, when everything feels uncertain, that you are forced to confront yourself. Struggle strips away the distractions, the facades we build, and forces us to face who we really are underneath. In those moments, we get to decide, will we crumble or will we rise? Think about a sculptor working with a block of marble. At first, it's just a rough piece of stone, a mass without form or shape. But as the sculptor chips away at it, they reveal something beautiful, something incredible hidden within. Struggle does the same thing for us. It chips away at the parts of us that are weak, that are fearful, that hold us back from becoming who we are meant to be. Each challenge we face is like another strike of the sculptor's chisel, shaping us into something more. Without those challenges, without that pressure, we would never reach our full potential. We would never discover the strength that lies within us. Every time you face a struggle, you are refining yourself. It's hard to see it in the moment because you're focused on the pain or the discomfort. But each difficulty you endure makes you stronger, wiser, more capable. Each struggle teaches you something valuable about yourself, about others, and about the world around you. It's through these experiences that you learn your true strength. It's through overcoming hardship that you realize what you are truly capable of achieving. The person you are becoming, the best version of yourself, is shaped by the fires of adversity. So the next time life gets tough, don't shy away. Don't turn your back on the struggle. Embrace it, because it's through that very struggle that you will become more than you were. The person you are meant to be is not formed in times of ease. It's formed in times of difficulty. In the end, it is the fire of struggle that forges the steel of your character, that reveals the masterpiece within. You are stronger than you know. You are becoming more than you think. And it's the challenges you face today that are shaping you into the person you are destined to become. Resilience is the force that drives us to rise, to stand tall, to move forward despite the weight of our struggles. It's the ability to keep going when everything seems to be falling apart around you. It's not a trait you're born with, it's something you earn, something you build as you face challenges head on. It is through hardship, through the relentless pursuit of overcoming, that we cultivate resilience. The truth is, resilience isn't developed in the good times. It's forged in the moments when life feels like it's testing you, when the path is steep and the obstacles seem insurmountable. We all face those times, those moments when the road gets rocky, when the pressures of life feel like they are closing in. It's easy to want to quit. It's easy to throw in the towel and say, I can't do this anymore. But this is where resilience is born. Resilience is the ability to keep moving forward when you feel like you can't. It's the decision to rise after a fall, to take that step when everything inside you is telling you to stop. When you face setbacks, you have two choices. You can let those setbacks define you, or you can choose to learn from them. Every difficulty we encounter is not just a burden, it's a lesson, an opportunity to grow stronger. Each setback gives us a deeper understanding of who we are and what we're capable of. It teaches us what we're made of and what we can overcome. And through that process, we begin to build something unshakable: resilience. Resilience doesn't happen overnight. It's developed over time in the grind, in the moments when the going gets tough. The more you endure, the more you grow and the more resilient you become. Life will throw curveballs, obstacles, and setbacks at you, but when you choose to rise after each one, you build a foundation that nothing can shake. It's in those moments of hardship that you learn the true meaning of perseverance. And as you rise, you become a little bit stronger, a little bit tougher, a little bit more unbreakable. Every challenge you face has the potential to make you better. Each failure is not a mark of defeat, it's an opportunity to learn. Each struggle is not a sign of weakness, it's a chance to strengthen your resolve. As you face adversity, you develop the strength to handle even greater challenges in the future. The more you fight, the more you develop the courage to face whatever comes next. And when you finally look back on all you've endured, you'll realize that each scar is a testament to your resilience. They are not marks of failure, they are badges of honor, reminders of the strength you've gained and the battles you've overcome. The beauty of resilience is that it makes you unshakable. It transforms you into someone who no longer fears setbacks, someone who looks adversity in the face and says, you can't break me. The more you cultivate resilience, the more you become unstoppable. It's the power to keep going, to rise above, and to emerge from every struggle with a renewed strength that propels you forward. Embrace the struggle, because with each challenge you face, you are becoming stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for the next chapter of your life. When we experience struggle, we often focus on the pain, the difficulty, the exhaustion. But there is something deeper in the struggle, a gift that emerges if we allow ourselves to truly experience it. That gift is empathy. Struggle gives you the ability to understand the challenges of others on a level that you could never have reached without your own hardships. It opens your heart and your mind to the realities of the human experience. Through struggle, you come to see that no one is immune to pain. No one is exempt from difficulty. It is in the hardest times that we truly begin to recognize the shared struggles of those around us. And it is in that recognition that we can connect, truly connect with others in a meaningful way. Empathy isn't just about feeling sorry for someone. It's not about merely acknowledging their pain. Empathy is about understanding, about recognizing that the person in front of you is walking a path that is filled with its own set of challenges, just as yours has been. When you've walked through the storm, when you've fought battles, you know what it feels like to want to give up, to feel as though you can't go on. But then find that strength to continue. That understanding, that deep awareness, is what allows you to connect with others in a way that inspires them. It makes you not just a listener, but a guide, a mentor, someone who can lift others up because you understand their journey, because you've been there. It's easy to pass judgment when you haven't walked in someone else's shoes. It's easy to make assumptions when you've never felt the weight of their burden. But struggle teaches you to see beyond the surface. It helps you understand the effort it takes to keep moving when the world feels heavy. The pain of pushing through when your body and mind are telling you to stop. It is this understanding that transforms you into someone who can offer not just advice, but compassion, not just words, but a true connection. You become someone who can show others that it is possible to rise, to overcome, and to keep going. Empathy born of struggle is not a weakness. It is one of the most powerful tools you can possess. It connects you to humanity in a way that allows you to reach out to others with kindness, with understanding, and with strength. And it's in these moments of connection that lives are changed. When you show empathy, when you let others know that you understand their struggles, you give them the courage to keep fighting, the strength to press on, and the hope that there is light at the end of the tunnel. You have the power to inspire because you've been there. You have the ability to lift others because you know what it feels like to be down. And that, my friends, is a gift that only struggle can give you. When you embrace struggle, you not only grow, but you become a beacon of light for others who are walking their own difficult roads. Your empathy can change lives. So let your struggles shape you into someone who can understand, who can uplift, and who can truly make a difference. Struggle has an uncanny ability to unlock the most profound levels of creativity within us. When we face challenges, when we are confronted with limitations and obstacles, we find that we are pushed to think differently, to approach problems with fresh eyes. It is during times of hardship that necessity births invention. And it is during these moments that some of the greatest breakthroughs in history have been created. The times when resources were scarce, when solutions seemed impossible, were often the very conditions that spurred remarkable innovation. Think about it, many of the advancements we take for granted today were born not in times of ease, but in moments of extreme challenge. When Thomas Edison sought to create the light bulb, he faced years of failure and ridicule. But it was in the struggle, the setbacks, and the mistakes that the key to his invention emerged. When the Wright brothers looked to fly, they encountered every conceivable obstacle, from lack of funding to skepticism from experts. Yet their struggles led to the first powered flight that changed the world forever. History is full of examples where struggle was the fertile ground from which innovation blossomed. What happens in those moments of struggle? Why do they foster such creativity? Its simple struggle forces us to think beyond the conventional. It shatters our sense of comfort and challenges us to step outside of the box we've been living in. It is in the absence of obvious solutions that we begin to search deeper, to experiment, and to innovate. In the face of adversity, our minds are no longer content with the easy path. We seek out new approaches, new ways of thinking, and new methods of doing things. When options are limited, we stop relying on what's comfortable. We stop doing things the way we've always done them, because those old methods no longer serve us. We must adapt. And in that adaptation lies the power of innovation. It is the very struggle that drives us to reinvent ourselves, to rethink our strategies, and to challenge the status quo. The obstacles we face are not just roadblocks, they are invitations to explore new ways of thinking and acting. They force us to evolve, and that evolution is what leads to breakthroughs. Struggle doesn't just push us to solve problems, it teaches us how to be resourceful. When everything seems to be in short supply, we learn to make do with what we have. We become more creative with our resources, finding ways to turn limited materials into solutions. We discover reserves of resilience and resourcefulness we didn't know we had. The beauty of struggle is that it expands our vision. It asks us to look beyond what we thought was possible and imagine new horizons. In moments of hardship, we unlock the potential for growth, transformation, and innovation. It's through these difficult times that we tap into the deepest parts of our creativity, pushing ourselves further than we ever imagined. So when you face struggle in your life, don't shy away from it. Don't see it as something that will hold you back. Instead, embrace it as an opportunity to create, to innovate, and to rise above. Your struggle is the very thing that will push you to become more than you ever thought you could be. And in that process, it will lead you to breakthroughs that could change your life and the lives of others. Struggle, in all its difficulty, is the crucible in which your greatest innovations are forged. When life presents us with challenges, the first thing we often notice is the sheer weight of the struggle. The obstacles seem daunting, the road ahead unclear. But within this very struggle lies an incredible opportunity, an opportunity to tap into a level of focus and concentration that we often don't realize we possess. Its true struggle demands focus. In the face of adversity, all the distractions, all the noise that clutters our minds seem to fade into the background. When the stakes are high and the situation is urgent, your attention naturally shifts to what truly matters, to what will get you through the storm. The remarkable thing about struggle is how it forces us to prioritize. When you're in the middle of a battle, whether it's personal or professional, you don't have time for anything that doesn't serve your purpose. The little distractions, the insignificant worries, they don't matter. All of a sudden, you become singular in your focus. You know what you have to do. You know where your energy needs to go, and you start moving with purpose. The struggle becomes the catalyst that helps you eliminate the excess, the non-essentials, and helps you concentrate on the one thing that will make all the difference. In fact, struggle has a way of sharpening your mental clarity like nothing else. When life is easy, when the path is smooth and the conditions are favorable, it's easy to get sidetracked. We take things for granted, we multitask, and we let ourselves be pulled in every direction. But when the pressure is on, when there's something at stake, that's when the mind really kicks into gear. That's when you begin to see things clearly. You can't afford to waste time on distractions. Your mind zeroes in on solutions, on strategies, on what must be done. And with this heightened focus, you begin to unleash the full power of your mind. The energy that was once scattered across 1,000 little things now gets channeled into a single focused stream. It's like turning a wide flowing river into a focused, powerful current. The power of that focused energy is undeniable. With a clear mind and an unwavering focus, you become unstoppable. You begin to make progress at a rate you never thought possible. The obstacle that once seemed insurmountable starts to shrink as you move towards it with purpose, with laser-like attention to every step you take. But it's not just about surviving the struggle, it's about thriving because of it. When you face challenges, you're forced to train your mind to concentrate. You become better at blocking out distractions, better at directing your energy where it counts. Each struggle, each challenge becomes a lesson in focus. The more you face adversity, the better you get at channeling your energy into what matters most, and the stronger your ability to concentrate becomes. So don't shy away from struggle. See it as the opportunity it truly is, the chance to sharpen your focus, to channel your energy into what matters, and to unlock the full potential of your mind. It's through struggle that we learn to focus, and it's through that focus that we unlock our greatest achievements. Struggle, in many ways, is the crucible in which our true potential is revealed. When you're in the midst of hardship, it's natural to feel discouraged, to question whether things will ever get better. But here's the truth every struggle carries with it, the seed of an opportunity. It might not be immediately apparent, and at times it might feel like the end of the road. Yet if you persist, if you keep pushing forward, you will find that every obstacle presents a chance to grow, to adapt, and to innovate. In the face of adversity, it's easy to focus solely on the problem, the pain, the uncertainty, the frustration. But what if we trained ourselves to see beyond that? What if we started asking, what can I learn from this? When a door is slammed shut, as it often is, it's easy to think that all is lost. But what we tend to forget is that when one door closes, another opens. The key to success lies in recognizing that new opening, even if it's not immediately obvious. It requires a shift in perspective, moving from a mindset of defeat to one of possibility. It's during these challenging moments that we are forced to look for new solutions, to think differently. And when we're pushed to think differently, that's when real creativity and innovation emerge. Struggle compels us to become resourceful. It forces us to look at the world, at our circumstances, in a way that we wouldn't have otherwise. If everything were easy, if everything were handed to us on a silver platter, we would never develop the skills necessary to navigate the complexities of life. Think about it, some of the greatest breakthroughs in history were born out of struggle. The world's most successful innovators, the ones who have changed industries and reshaped society, didn't reach that level of success without facing adversity. In fact, it was in the moments of their greatest challenges that they found new ways of thinking, new ways of solving problems, and ultimately new opportunities. Their struggles didn't define them, they shaped them. And through those struggles, they uncovered possibilities that most others would have missed. The beauty of struggle is that it forces you to confront your limits, only to push beyond them. It doesn't just change the way you view the world, it changes the way you view yourself. It teaches you to keep going, even when the path is unclear, because you learn that opportunity often comes disguised as difficulty. It teaches you to look deeper, to seek the lesson hidden beneath the surface, and to find the silver lining in every dark cloud. So the next time you face a challenge, take a step back. Don't just focus on the struggle. Ask yourself what it can teach you, where it can lead you, and what new opportunity might be just around the corner. Remember, every challenge is a stepping stone to something greater. It's in those moments of adversity that you will find the hidden advantages that can propel you forward. Keep looking, keep striving, and you will uncover opportunities that others overlook. Because in every struggle, there's a seed waiting to grow, and it's up to you to nurture it. There's a saying that you never truly appreciate the sunlight until you have walked through the storm. And I want you to think about that for a moment. When things are going smoothly, when the sun is shining brightly and everything seems perfect, it's easy to take things for granted. We go through our days with a certain level of complacency, never fully understanding the depth of the blessings in our lives. But when the storm comes, when the winds start howling and the rain starts pouring, that's when we realize just how precious the sunlight really is. Struggle, while difficult and often painful, has a remarkable way of sharpening our appreciation for the good things in life. It's through the hard times, the times when everything seems stacked against us, that we begin to truly value what we have. When we face adversity, we gain a new perspective, a perspective that allows us to see the things we once overlooked. It's as if the fog of daily life clears and we begin to recognize, with newfound clarity, the simple joys that we might have once taken for granted. You see, it's not just about overcoming the challenges we face, it's about the transformation that happens inside us when we do. When we come through the other side of struggle, we often find that our hearts have expanded, that our sense of gratitude is deepened. We become more aware of the blessings in our lives, and we start to realize how much those small moments truly matter. The sunrise, the laughter of a loved one, the warmth of a meal, it's these things, the simple things, that we begin to appreciate more than ever before. The beauty of gratitude is that it has the power to transform even the most difficult circumstances. It's easy to focus on what we've lost, on what we don't have, when things aren't going our way. But when we shift our focus, when we start to look at what we have gained, what we have learned, we start to see our struggles not as burdens, but as gifts. Gratitude turns hardship into a source of strength. It allows us to see that even in our most trying moments, there is value in the journey. It gives us the ability to see the lessons within the struggle, the growth that has come from the pain, and the ways we have become stronger as a result. As you face challenges, I encourage you to embrace gratitude. Look at the things that are going well, no matter how small they may seem. Notice the progress you've made, the lessons you've learned, and the resilience you've built. When you do, you'll start to see that your struggles aren't just obstacles, they are stepping stones that have shaped you into a more grateful, more aware, and more fulfilled person. Struggle doesn't just build strength, it builds gratitude. And when you live with gratitude, you live with a greater sense of purpose, a deeper appreciation for the world around you, and a renewed sense of joy that no difficulty can take away. Gratitude turns every challenge into a gift that enriches your life in ways you never expected. So when the storm comes, remember the sunlight is waiting for you on the other side, and it will shine even brighter because of the struggle you endured. Life isn't meant to be a smooth, uninterrupted path. If you've ever achieved something truly worthwhile, you know that the journey is rarely easy. It's often filled with obstacles, detours, and moments of doubt. But what if I told you that those very challenges, those struggles you face along the way, are the very things that make the end result so much more fulfilling? Think about any achievement you've had, whether it's personal, professional, or anything in between. Now ask yourself, was it easy? Chances are the answer is no. If it had been easy, it wouldn't have meant nearly as much to you. The blood, sweat, and tears that go into any true accomplishment create the foundation of fulfillment. It's the struggle, the effort, and the persistence in the face of difficulty that transforms a goal from something you simply want into something you've earned. Without struggle, there is no sense of victory. Without challenge, there is no growth. The struggles you endure are what give meaning to the triumphs you experience. If you didn't have to fight for something, would it feel as valuable? Probably not. It's the difficulty that makes success so sweet. It's the overcoming of challenges that makes you stand a little taller, feel a little prouder, and know that you've truly earned your place. Think back to some of the toughest times you've experienced. Now imagine if those struggles hadn't happened. Imagine if you hadn't had to dig deep to find strength you didn't know you had. What would your life look like without those moments of challenge? It would be easier, yes, but it would also be emptier. Struggle forces you to expand your limits, push past your boundaries, and tap into a well of resilience you never thought you had. That is what gives life meaning. That is what gives your achievements depth and significance. When we look at the greats in any field, from business to sports to art, we see that their most fulfilling moments came after the greatest struggles. Every great accomplishment has a backstory of perseverance, failures, and hard work. What makes their stories so powerful is that they faced the odds, overcame them, and found fulfillment not only in the end result, but in the journey itself. They understood that without struggle, success would be nothing more than an empty shell. The beauty of struggle is that it shapes you into a stronger, more capable individual. It builds character and integrity. It teaches you lessons that can't be learned any other way. And when you finally reach the point of fulfillment, when you look back and see how far you've come, the sense of satisfaction you feel will be deeper than you ever imagined. Struggle, in all its forms, is the pathway to fulfillment. It is the forge that shapes your greatest successes, and without it, life would be nothing more than a collection of hollow victories. So embrace the struggle, welcome the challenges, and understand that the greater the challenge, the greater the reward. Through struggle, you will find fulfillment in ways you never thought possible. It is in the hardest times that you discover who you truly are and what you are capable of. And in the end, that's what makes all the struggle worthwhile. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to walk away today with this truth etched in your heart: struggle is not the enemy, it is the architect of your growth. Each challenge you face is a stepping stone to the person you are meant to become. Just embrace struggle. Welcome it. Learn from it. It is the greatest teacher you will ever know. The power of struggle is the power to grow, to rise, to conquer. It is the power to transform your life. So the next time you encounter a challenge, don't shrink back. Step forward. Lean into it. You are stronger than you think, and your best self is waiting on the other side. Thank you